Batting second and playing third base, number 6, Darren Shorter. Pitching and batting third, number 37, Julian Tristan. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 20, Ben Burkle. Batting fifth and catching, number 46, Thomas Lee. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 1, Trevor Littlejohn. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 7, Carl Espy. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 10, Jack Jones. And batting...
Here we go.
Jeff, yo, Tyler suggested something about the walk-up music. He thinks that you should start the walk-up music right away so you can play it longer, and then as that's playing, then I can announce over that.
Okay.
The batter. So let's try that. So instead of the walk-up music being on for a second.
Yeah.
So let's try that.
Yep.
So as soon as the guy is out, and try the walk-up music, and then go.
Leading off the game for the Soquel Knights, the second baseman, number 2, Miguel Del Real.
You go 3-7. Hey, Lindsay. And I'm a little bit under that sweatshirt. Thank you. Appreciate it. Need to keep hydrated. It's a hot day.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12, Keegan Vasconcelos.
You go, Julian. Is it on now? Is the stream working now? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Second time in 2 days that play has worked. I think he got him on the arm.
Definitely gave him sure.
It says you got 3 bars. I think one of the things is to keep it away from the electronics a little bit.
It was just that the other hotspot was dead.
Oh.
So I'm concerned that I'm going to hit the...
Well, here. This will work.
Yeah, we can charge that one. Should have more data space.
Okay, can you plug this on the top?
Yeah.
Because I know the top is on. It's like dead, so I need to give it a minute to get enough charge to turn on.
Are there two 12s?
There's a 22 there.
Oh,
I don't see
I'm
second
sorry.
12.
Now batting the pitcher, number 22,
So
Ryan
there was a
Murtha.
pickoff play to get the
Yeah. It was
first out.
1-3.
I was
Or
busy
2-3.
dealing with internet.
It's okay.
Okay.
It was a 2-3 pickoff.
Pretty ugly start to the game.
Okay, it's on now.
Very ugly start.
We'll
Good
wait.
thing that guy was picked off.
Yep. Tell the people that you're announcing to that we're gonna.
I'm not announcing yet. We're not on, right?
Yeah, we're on. Sorry, we're on.
We'll just tell them in between the innings when they switch, we're going to drop just briefly to switch internet.
Sorry.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northwood High School Baseball. We're a little late start here. Technical problems, but I believe we're on the air now. The game is underway, and there's one out with a 2-1 count with a runner on second base, Julian Tristan on the mound, and there's swung on a miss, fastball, strike 2.
Julian, here we go.
So thanks for joining us today in this game, Santa Ana Elks tournament game. Northwood coming off of a 7-5 victory yesterday over Woods Cross, Utah. It's a fastball down low, count is full. Tristan has walked the first 2 batters of this game, in case you don't know what's happened. And first man got picked off first by the catcher. Second man walked, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and here we are now. And full count, fastball foul back. So yesterday's game, for those of you who wasn't listening, Northwood had a 7-0 lead going into the last inning. Woods Cross put up 5, including a grand slam home run to make it a game. They loaded the bases with 2 out, but we prevailed. And there's a fastball down low for ball 4, and first and second now. Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Nate Wordmuller. So Tristan has walked the first 3 batters that he's faced, and luckily there's only first and second and there's 1 man out. So now the left fielder, Nate Wordmuller, is up. And the first pitch is a fastball, foul back, strike 1. Wordmuller, left-handed hitter. Murtha up before that was also a left-handed hitter. The Soquel Knights, ironically, are from Northern California, from a town called Soquel, California. This pitch that was just inside, taken for ball 1. It's just getting started here at the top of the first. No score, 1 out. The count is even at 1-1. And Tristan pitching out of the stretch. Fastball popped up to left field, and it is just foul. Neither umpire made that call, and finally the home plate umpire said something or put his arms up. It was fairly close. It was only foul by maybe a foot or so. Now the count is 1-2 to the cleanup hitter, Nate Wordmuller, playing left field today. Next curveball fouled off. A pitch broke down and away. Wordmuller took a protection swing and fouled that one back. Count still 1-2. And here's the pitch. Fastball lined into right field for a base hit. The runner on third. The ball gets away from the right fielder, Fico. Runner on third. Here comes the runner first, scores, and the hitter winds up at third base. The throw got past the third baseman, but Fico was backing him up. It was Espy that let that ball get by him in right field on the base hit. So 2 runners came home on that. And now batting, number 51, the designated hitter, Kit Loritz. So Soquel off to a nice start here, 2-0 with a man on third and 1 out. First pitch curveball in for a strike. So right from the start, Northwood finds itself behind, something that it hasn't done in the last two games. Not been behind at all, but now we are. We'll have to fight from behind now. Another curveball, another strike. Loritz backed off of that curveball and pitch curve broke in over the plate for strike 2. Tristan steps off. Okay, Northwood in need of a strikeout. The infield is back on the second baseman, shortstop, and back corners are in. There's another curveball taken, strike 3. Now there's 2 out, 3 curves in a row, and Loritz is out. Now batting the catcher, number 10, Nate Zeiss. Nate Zeiss now coming to the plate, 6th place batter in the order. Catcher today with a man on third and 2 out. Pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Maybe Julian is finding his groove now. He certainly didn't have it early on. Hopefully he is finding his groove. Next pitch, curveball. Weakly tap to second base. Little John over to first. The side is out, and 3 outs now, but Soquel comes in with 2 runs. The score, with Northwood coming up in the bottom of the first, is Soquel 2, Northwood coming to bat. The shortstop, number 2, Eli Stewart.
Go 2!
Bottom of the first, Eli Stewart leading off for Northwood. Northwood finding itself down 2-0 with left-hander left-hander Ryan Murtha on the mound for Soquel. And first pitch, foul back, strike 1. So Northwood has a little work to do. Down by 2, but a long way to go Only the bottom of the first. The next pitch, another fastball grounded out to shortstop. Makes the play. Throw to first. Good throw in time, and Stewart is out for out number 1. Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Start.
If you want to start earlier, you can.
I can start right away. His thing is very good because it's very low.
Okay, Darren Shorter coming to the plate now. One quick out for SoCal, and Shorter into the box. First pitch, curveball down and away, ball 1. Next pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. And there's a fastball just a little in, taken for ball 3. So in the first inning, with first runners at first and second, is a hard hit base hit to right field. The ball got kicked, bounced away from SB, and the batter wound it up on third, and ball 4 for Shorter. Now batting, the pitcher, number 37, Julian Tristan. Perfect. Good. Julian Tristan coming up now with a man on first and 1 out. So what I was saying, batter wound up at third, but Tristan worked out of that and without allowing any more runs. First pitch curveball bounced foul. So Tristan worked out of that runner on third, 1 out jam, not allowing any more. And here we are in the bottom of the first with Northwood down 2-0. Big lead by Shorter. Here comes the pitch. Fastball foul back. Strike 2.
Yeah, there's something like that. Okay. Oh, thank you for that's. Yeah, thank you very much.
I sure can.
Pitcher stretches, pitches fastball. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and Tristan is retired for the second out.
Let's go back.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Ben Burkle. First baseman Ben Burkle batting fourth today, coming up with a man on first and 2 outs. Soquel Knights leading 2-0. And here comes the first pitch, down low, nicely blocked, but Shorter is going. The throw is over the head and into center field. Center field backing up. There's going to be a play at third base. Here it comes, and he is in there. Shorter slides in safely, makes it to third. The center field did a good job of backing up, and he was there, but Shorter just outran the ball. And now Northwood has a man on third.
Here you go, bud.
With 2 out. Burkle hoping to drive this man home and cut the lead in half. Pitcher now out of a windup. Fastball up high. Ball 2. Two and 0. There's a ball down in the dirt for ball 3. And Murtha behind 3-0. Lefty threw a wind-up pitch outside, and Burkle draws a 4-pitch walk, trots down to first base. Now batting, number 46, Thomas Lee. Thomas Lee up with first and third. The catcher giving the signs, the defensive signs to the infielder, what they want to do with this first and third situation. And now he's back behind the plate. And we're ready to play. Burkle is short lead at first. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball lined right at the third baseman. And the side is retired. Thomas hit the ball right on the nose, but right at the third baseman. The score after 1 full inning of play. SoCal 2, Northwood nothing.
I didn't say anything about the change it over.
Oh,
Did you do
yeah,
that
let's
already?
change it.
I didn't say
You
anything
haven't.
about that,
It's not displaying.
Is it on?
Here it is.
Leading off the top of the second for SoCal, the first baseman, number 21, Joe Wersch. First baseman, Joe Wersch, leading off. SoCal, first pitch, swung on a miss, strike one. So Northwood finds itself behind, 2-0 after one. And Tristan Wines deals fastball, strike two. So Tristan quickly hit 0-2 to Joe Wersch. And the next pitch is a fastball down. Did he swing? They check. Yes. The home plate umpire calls it strike three, and Wersch is out. Next up, the right fielder, number 23, Colin Love.
Say, Julian.
Right fielder Colin Love is up now, another left-handed hitter. Fastball's in for strike one.
Got this, Julian.
Looks like Tristan is now getting in his groove. And another fastball. It's tapped out third base and gets on a one hop. Short of first base in time. And now there's two outs. Two up and two down. Next up for SoCal, the shortstop, number 17, Kevin Ito. Ninth place hitter in the order, shortstop Kevin Ito is at the plate. And strike one. Fastball in. So now Julian is jumping ahead. Throwing, there's another fastball grounded out to second baseman. Little John up with it. Throws over to Burkle. And there's three outs. Three up and three down. With Northwood coming up to hit in the bottom of the second, the score remains SoCal 2, Northwood nothing. Leading off the bottom of the second for Northwood, the second baseman, number 1, Trevor Littlejohn. Trevor Littlejohn advances to the plate to lead off for Northwood in the bottom of the second, finding itself down 2-0. Okay, here comes the first pitch from Murtha. It's pitch up high, ball one.
Feeling any better?
Next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, and evening up the count at 1-1.
Here we go, T.
Next pitch, curveball in for strike two. Littlejohn looked that curveball as it curved back over the plate, and the count is now 1-2 to Littlejohn. Next pitch from Murtha is another curveball, but that one stays up high, and the count evens up at 2. Littlejohn looking to get on for Northwood to start things going. Fastball fouled off to the right side. Pitch was down. Littlejohn went after it and Fouled it off. Could have been a strike. Protecting the plate. 2-2. Here comes the pitch from Murtha, and it's a fastball. Let's tap down a third base line. Rolls foul. Little John coming back to pick up his bat, coming back to home. Count remains 2-2. It's overcast here right now. It's a little chilly, a little breeze. Maybe the sun will come out as the game progresses. Right now in the bottom of the second. And here's a pitch that's way outside. Running the count full. Little John looking to get on any way he can to start the inning off for Northwood. And here comes the next pitch. Is a fastball. Foul down the right field line. Little John spoils it, and the count remains full at 3-2.
Here we go, T. Battle, man.
And fastball foul back. Looking in the stands on the Soquel side, there is nobody sitting in the stands. There's one guy keeping score for them, sitting along the fence, but there's not one person sitting in the stands. Northwood has a few on this early game. And Little John takes the pitch outside for ball 4.
Trevor! Let's go, Carl!
Next up, the right fielder, number 7, Carl Espy. So Little John did well to work that walk, and Espy is now up. And he fakes a bunt, takes it high. Ball 1. Maybe he was. Pitcher has a 10 pitch at bat for Little John. Little John did very well to draw that walk. Okay, 1-0, and SB takes ball 2.
Hey, Carl, here we go.
So now, after walking Little John, Murtha is behind 2-0 to SB. Next pitch, fastball up high. And now we have 3 balls and no strikes to SB. Next pitch, there it is. Pitch is taken for a strike. Looked a little wide here, but umpire didn't think so, and the count is 3-1.
Go, Carl.
Next pitch is a fastball way outside, and now we have 2 walks in a row. First and second, nobody out. Now batting, number 10, Jack Jones. Jack Jones advances to the plate. Third baseman is thinking there's going to be a bunt. His toes are on the grass.
Go, Jack!
First baseman also playing in front of the base runner. And there is a bunt, but it's taken way wide for ball 1. So Murtha has lost the plate, at least for the time being. Walking the first 2 batters in the bottom of the second. That one was way wide, not close. Next pitch is a bunt attempt, bunted through, strike 1. If the sacrifice is done, that's not a sacrifice bunt. Looked like he was bunting for a base hit on that move. 1-1. Third baseman still thinks he's going to be bunting, and he's swinging away. He taps one high bound to the second baseman. Second baseman only has a play to first, and Jones is out. The runners are advancing to second and third.
Let's go, Scotty!
Next up, left fielder number 43, Scotty Fico. Fico up in an important position early in this game with runners at second and third and 1 out. Fico, the 9th place man in Northwood's order. Murtha pitching out of a windup, and the first pitch is a fastball that's high, ball 1. So Jones bounces out to second base, the equivalent of a sacrifice bunt, moving the runners along to second and third. And Fico takes a pitch for a strike. 1-1.
Here you go, Scott.
Fico getting the start today in left field over Tom McCarty. And here's the next pitch. The ball driven out to left field, and it's going down the line. Left fielder going over the line, makes the catch. Tagging is Little John, and there's no throw, and
there we go.
A sacrifice fly for Scotty Fico. Scotty does his job and brings in the run. Next up, number 2, Eli Stewart. So the lead of SoCal's cut in half. It's now 2-1. SB remained at second base on that the tag, and Eli Stewart is now up with a runner in scoring position and 2 out. Eli grounded out to short, first time up. There's a ball hit into center field. Center fielder playing it and makes the play, and the side is retired. Score after 2, SoCal 2, Northwood 1. After 2 innings of play, SoCal 2, Northwood 1. Del Real. Top of the third, SoCal leading 2-1, and leadoff hitter Miguel Del Real steps into the boxes. Ground ball, third base, shorter, steps over towards the line, makes a play, throws perfectly to Berkle at first, and there's 1 out. Next up, the center fielder, number 12, Keegan Vasconcelos. Keegan Vasconcelos, the center fielder, now at bat. First pitch from Tristan. Close pitch, but I guess it was low for ball 1. Next pitch from Julian. About in the same place. It kind of look good from here, but not in the umpire's eyes, and the count is 2-0. Next pitch. That pitch was maybe a couple of inches higher. Strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Next pitch, fastball. Did he go? Yes. And the count is now even at 2. Okay, 4 fastballs in a row to Vasconcelos. Okay, Tristan in the windup now. Another fastball swung on late and missed. Strike 3. 2 down. Next up for SoCal, the pitcher, number 22, Ryan Murtha. Murtha at bat now, the pitcher. Left-handed hitter takes a pitch inside, ball 1.
We go 3-7.
Next pitch, fastball, swung on a foul back. 1-1. Murtha a little upset with himself. Must have thought that was his pitch to hit and just missed it. Took a good hack and just missed that pitch. 1-1, 2 out, fastball. That one is swung on a missed. For strike 2, looked like a changeup. Murtha way out in front. Tristan had 1-2, 2 out in the top of the third. Here comes the next pitch. It's a pitch that's on inside for taken from ball 2. Count runs even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third. Soquel leading 2-1. And here comes the next pitch. Fastball grounded out to third base. Shorter up with it. Throws to first in time. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Tristan.
The score going into the bottom of the third, Soquel 2, Northwood 1.
Have to play your favorite song, Randy, next.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Northwood, the third baseman, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Coming up for Northwood this inning is their 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup. Darren Shorter leading off. Playing third base today. And here's the first pitch from Murtha. Curveball down a little low. Ball 1. Pitch was close. Murtha not happy with that call.
Let's go, 6!
And the next pitch from Murtha is another curveball that is down and away for ball 2. Poor control last inning hurt Murtha. That led to Northwood's run. And a sacrifice fly by Fico. And here comes the next pitch. It's a fastball that's up high. Murtha questioning that one as well. So now we have 3 balls and no strikes. Murtha back up, and there's another fastball. It's down low, and Shorter draws a walk to lead off the inning.
Next up, number 37, Julian Tristan.
Murtha clearly not happy with the calls. Now the catcher is going out to speak with him. Julian Tristan up now for Northwood. It's been a little while since Julian has put one over the fence. Let's see if we can give him a little luck by saying that.
Yeah, this whole song.
I don't know how many home runs Julian has this season, but leading Northwood, but hasn't hit one in a while. Now Tristan steps into the box. The stretch. Murtha, here comes the pitch. It's a curveball over the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Next pitch, fastball, swung on a miss, strike 2. Ball tailed away from Tristan, and he went outside and didn't get it. 0-2 the count. Here comes the next pitch. It's the fastball that bounces. Shorter takes off for second. There's no throw. And now Darren Shorter is at second base with nobody out, and the count is 1-2 on Julian Tristan. That was a fastball that bounced, got away from the catcher, and Shorter took second base on that. Okay, 1-2 to Tristan. Pitch is a curveball, bounce to third baseman. He leaps up, makes the play, looks Shorter back, throws to first in time, and Tristan is out. Third baseman did a very nice job, jump up for that one. Looked Shorter back and made the play at first.
Now batting, first baseman, number 20, Ben Burkle.
Go, Ben.
So not a good at bat in that we weren't able to advance short of the third. And now there's one out, still with a man on second base, and Ben Burkle at the plate. Burkle walked last time up. Pitch way outside, ball one. Tying run at second base in the form of Darren Shorter. Bottom of the third, Northwood behind 2-1. One out, count as 1-0 on Burkle. Next pitch, down, ball two.
You go now, bud.
Burkle looking to drive something here, tie the ball game. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball. Hupp gets away from the catcher, rolls back to the backstop, and Shorter advances to third. I'd call that a pass ball, and the ball gets thrown over the pitcher's head, but no advance. I'd call that pitch a pass ball. The catcher put his arm up for the fastball. It hit off of the top of his webbing and rolled to the backstop. So we have 3-0 on Burkle with a man on third now, and here's a pitch, misses way outside, ball four. Burkle walks for the second time today, trots down to first base.
Now batting, number 46, Thomas Lee.
Thomas Lee batting now with first and third, catcher giving him the defensive signs. And I believe that Thomas Lee lined out hard to third base.
Is that working? Nick Davis.
Running for Burkle, number 27, Nick Davis.
Nick Davis goes on to first base to run for Burkle. So we have Davis now at first and Shorter at third with one out, and Thomas Lee advancing to the plate. So Lee hit the ball on the nose last time up, but it was right at the third baseman. First and third, his pitch down in the dirt, ball one. Davis looked to advance, but thought better of it. 1-0 is the count. Now 3 people have come into the stands to sit on the Soquel side. Next pitch is also down low. Nice play by the catcher, but Davis heads up, takes second base. Heads up play by Nick Davis, advancing to second on that ball. And now Northwood has second and third with one out, and the count is 2-0 on Thomas Lee. So we now have the leading run at second base right now. Tying run at third. Fastball driven deep into center field. Over the center fielder's head. It rolls to the fence and straightaway center. Thomas Lee round second, chugging to third, and there's no throw. And Thomas Lee in with a triple, knocking in 2 runs, and Northwood takes the lead 3-2.
Now batting, number 1, Trevor Littlejohn.
Thomas Lee hit that ball on the nose, right straight over the head of the center fielder for Soquel. Ball rolled all the way to the fence in dead center field, far enough away to allow Thomas Lee to come in with a triple. And now Trevor Littlejohn is up trying to bring Lee home with Northwood's 4th run. It's 3-2 right now. Wind up, a line drive right back to the pitcher, who makes a great defensive play for the out. That was a defensive play. The pitcher made a very, very nice play to save himself to get the second out.
Now batting, right fielder number 7, Carl Espy.
So Murtha helps himself out, saving a run, saving his body, and getting the second out. And here comes the pitch to Espy. Curveball in, strike one. Carl Espy up now, needing a hit to bring in Thomas Lee. And here comes the next pitch, and it's a fastball that rides out. 1-1. Murtha pitching out of the windup with a man on third. And here's the next pitch. It's a fastball in. Strike two. SB took that one right down the middle. And the count is now 1-2 on Carl.
Here you go, Carl.
The next pitch, fastball, fouled off the end of the bat, rolling down the first base line. Coach comes out of the dugout to knock it down with his foot. Thinks he's playing soccer. 1-2. Count remains, and here's the next pitch. It's a curveball, fouled off to the right side. First baseman goes over for it, but the ball sails out of play. And the count is 1-2. I believe it was SB who had that long 10-pitch at bat that drew the walk last time up. It was a great at bat for Carl. 1-2 is the count, and here's a fastball down and dirt, swung on a missed strike three, tagged by the catcher, and the inning is over. But not before Northwood comes up with two and leads going into the top of the fourth, 3-2.
Northwood comes up with two, and after four, the score now is Northwood 3, Soquel 2.
Thank you.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Soquel Knights, the left fielder, number 1, Nate Wordmuller.
Yeah, play yours.
Nate Wordmuller, cleanup hitter leading off. Grounds ball, second base. Little John up with it, throws to Burkle, and one pitch and one out.
That's 2 innings in a row.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 51, Kit Loritz.
Kit Loritz, the designated hitter, number 5 man in the order, stepping to the plate. One pitch, one out. Top of the fourth, Northwood now leads 3-2. First pitch by Tristan in, strike one, fastball. Well, Julian had a shaky first inning, but he seems to have recovered nicely. Curveball breaks away outside for ball one. There is action in the Northwood bullpen. Can't see who it is. Next pitch, fastball outside for ball two, 2-1. I have a feeling that this is going to be Tristan's last inning. Next pitch, fastball, strike two. The count is now even, 2-2. We're in the top of the fourth. Northwood up 3-2. And the next pitch, fastball, swung on a miss, strike three. And Loritz is out for out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Nate Zeiss.
Catcher Nate Zeiss coming to the plate. 2 out and nobody on. Top of the fourth, first fastball foul back. And Tristan is ahead on 1. Next pitch, fastball popped up to left field. Left fielder Fico underneath it, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. And the score going to the bottom of the third is Northwood 3, Soquel 2.
With Northwood coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth, the score remains Northwood 3, Soquel 2.
Here you go. This is the one.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for Northwood,
Yeah. So we have a game too tomorrow.
number 10, Jack Jones.
Jones leading off for Northwood in the bottom of the fourth. Northwood only up by 1, looking to get some more distance. Hits it off the end of the bat, roller down to second base. Second baseman up with it quickly and beats the speedy Jones by a step. And 1 pitch and 1 out.
Let's go, Scott!
Next up, number 43, left fielder, Scotty Fico.
Scotty Fico up now for Northwood. First pitch from Murtha is up high for a ball. Murtha pitching into the bottom of the fourth. Pitching a good game so far. And there's a strike, evening the count at 1. The next pitch is a fastball. It's popped up behind home plate. It's going to go out of play over the fence into the construction area by the track. Count is now 1-2. For those of you who are familiar with the layout of the school, there's a track right behind us, and the track is being ripped up and a new one being put in. Curveball outside to even the count at 2.
Go, Scotty!
And there's a weak hit ball to second baseman. Second baseman comes in hard. He cannot come up with the play, and Fico is safe at first.
Way to be on base!
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Eli Stewart.
That was a tough play for the second baseman. He came in hard, tried to scoop it with the glove. It got underneath his glove, and Fico was safe at first. So we have 1 out, runner at first, Eli Stewart at the plate. Here comes the pitch, down low. It gets away from the catcher. Fico advances to second base. Pitcher has to come in and get it. Catcher couldn't locate it. And we now have Scotty Fico at second, and 1-0 count to Stewart. Now base hit can hopefully bring in a run. Northwood looking to add on this slim 3-2 lead. Bottom of the fourth, there's a pitch outside part of the plate, strike 1. 1-1 is count. Somebody's still warming up in the bullpen, which is going to lead me to believe that we've seen the last of Julian Tristan this morning. And for those of you in different time zones, it's the afternoon. And here's a pitch that catches the outside corner curveball, backdoor curve, in for strike 2. Count is now 1-2. Stewart looking to do some damage here off of Murtha. And here's a pitch, another curveball that one does not hit the outside corner. Taken for ball 2, and the count is now 2-2. Eli has been a solid hitter all season for Northwood. And here's the next pitch, fastball grounded in the hole between short and third into left field. Left fielder comes up with a clean lead, and Fico has to stop at third. And now we have first and third and 1 out.
Now batting, number 6, Darren Shorter.
So Northwood now has runners at first and third and 1 out, with Darren Shorter coming to the plate, the catcher giving his defensive signs, so the infielders know what to do if there's some base runners breaking. So everybody's on the same page. That's what you want in that situation. So here's the first pitch, is taken up high, and we have 1 ball, no strikes to Shorter. The next pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. Stewart, the ball gets away from the right fielder. Stewart goes to third, Shorter going to second. Stewart gets stopped over there, and the ball gets finally thrown in. And we now have second and third, and now it's 4-2.
Julian.
Next up, number 37, Julian Tristan.
Shorter hit that ball in the nose. That looked to hop the right fielder, but the ball got away from the right fielder, allowing Stewart to go to third and Shorter to advance to second. Northwood now has second and third and 1 out, with Julian Tristan up. 4-2 lead now, and there's a curveball in for a strike. Okay, it'd be nice if we can pick these 2 runners up this inning. And here's a curveball swung on a missed.
Scott 3-7.
The infield is back for Soquel. Next pitch is a fastball foul back. So Soquel conceding a run, a ground ball to the shortstop, a ground ball to the second baseman. Should definitely score a run. Ground ball to the first baseman probably will score a run, as he's also back behind, playing behind the bag. And here's the next pitch, down low, bounces, catcher makes a stop. Count. Okay, next pitch to Tristan is a curveball, just got a piece of it, fouled off. I think the count is 1-2, not sure. The scoreboard says 2-2, but I'm not sure if that's right. I think it's 1-2. We're right behind the umpire, and he holds his fingers out in front of his body. I can't see it. Okay, next pitch. Fast, oh, no, curveball, check swing. Oh, and the umpire says he checked his swing, and now he's called out. And Tristan is out on strikes. The home plate umpire did not ask for any help. He thought he saw it well enough.
Now batting, number 20, Ben Burkle.
Usually in that situation, the umpire will ask for help, but I guess he saw it well enough that he was able to call it, didn't need any help. Now Burkle is up. Burkle has been up twice and walked twice, and there's the first pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. Northwood in need of a base hit to increase their lead, which now stands at 4-2 in the bottom of the fourth. And as a fastball taken for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Burkle batting fourth in the lineup today. And here's a pitch that's down and in for ball two. On deck, in case you're wondering, is Thomas Lee, who ripped the ball over the center fielder's head last time he was up. Second and third, 2 out. 2-1 to Burkle. Next pitch is a fastball that's up a little, taken for ball three. Three and 1 is the count to Burkle. There is an open base, so I don't know if the pitcher should be laying one in there just to throw a strike. But his fastball is up high, and Burkle draws his third walk of the day.
Now batting, number 46, Thomas Lee.
Okay, Thomas Lee up in a big situation. Northwood trying to break this game open. In the bottom of the fourth with bases loaded and 2 out, leading 4-2. Okay, out of a wind-up pitch, way up and away, fastball for ball one. That one missed by a lot, and that missed by so much it's drawing the coach to come visit with Mr. Murtha, and the whole infield converges upon the pitcher's mound. The runners and the batter go over to speak to Coach Garcia at third, and we've got some conferences going on. So again, this is a spot where Northwood can break this game open or really give them some breathing room with a base hit right here. And both conferences end, and everybody's going back to their position. And Lee steps into the box. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Northwood leading 4-2. Here comes a pitch from Murtha, and it's high fly ball to left field. It's not deep, it's average. Left field underneath it. Makes the play for out number 3. 4-2, Northwood going into the fifth.
Northwood comes up with 1, and after 4, the score is now Northwood 4, Soquel 2. Leading off the top of the fifth for the Soquel Knights, number 21, Joe Wersch. Coming in to pitch for Northwood, number 18, Tyler Modell.
You go, Ty.
Okay, Tyler Modell coming in to pitch for Northwood. Fastball fouled, strike one. Okay, one strike. Tyler Modell out on the mound for Northwood, coming in for Tristan. There's a pitch that's outside for ball one. Joe Wersch leading off. The top of the fifth. Northwood leading 4-2. And as I said, Tyler Modell on for Julian Tristan. Top of five. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, foul back. 1-2 is the count.
Excuse me. What was that? 75.
Okay, pitch 1 and 2. Modell, wind up. Ball, it stays up high. 2-2. Not a very good pitch thrown by Tyler. 2-2 is the count. Leadoff hitter, Joe Wersch. Pitch from Modell is a curveball fouled off at the plate. Count remains 2-2 to Wersch. Northwood up 4-2, top of the fifth. And the next pitch from Modell is a fastball grounded up the middle for a base hit. It eluded the diving Stewart, and the leadoff man is on.
Now batting, number 23, Colin Love.
So Soquel gets the leadoff runner on with a base hit, and Colin Love is now at the plate, left-handed hitter. First pitch for Modell is a curveball that called ball. 1-0 is the count. Burkle holding the runner on. Got a decent sized lead. Next pitch is a curveball foul back. Strike one. 1-1 is the count. Modell looks in for the sign. Runner on first is not going. Fastball up and in. Ball two. Modell checks the sign, ready to pitch. Pitch that's a little outside for ball three. And now Modell beginning to get in a jam. There's a man on first, nobody out, and he's 3-1 to Colin Love. Comes the next pitch. Ball four. Now Modell is in a jam. Base hit and a walk.
Now batting, number 17, Kevin Ito.
Okay, I would be expecting a bunt here. We got first and second, nobody out. Ninth man in the order. Northwood needing to work out of this jam. Runner, fielders first and third are in. Here's the bunt, and it's down to the pitcher, but there's nobody covering second base. The second baseman did not get over, and now the bases are loaded. There was a bunt. Modell picked up and looked to first, but nobody was there. And now there's bases loaded and nobody out.
Now batting, number 2, Miguel Del Real.
Northwood now in a big jam. Bases loaded, nobody out. Playing in the corners and back in double play depth in the middle. Leadoff hitter Miguel Del Real up for Soquel now. First pitch, in for a strike. Modell jumps ahead.
Let's go! Tyler!
Northwood in a jam. Next pitch is a curveball. Weakly bounce to third base. He goes to second for one. Back to first. Double play! They turn the double play.
So 5, 4, 3.
Something happening. Maybe some interference. Something is happening. The umpire made some kind of call here. I'm not sure what's going on yet. Men are going back. The Soquel coach is arguing or discussing things with the base umpire. There's confusion that's going on here. The umpire is pointing to the runner on third, wanting him to go back to second. And he is going back to second. Now the coach for Soquel is coming to speak to the home plate umpire. And their confusion is reigning right now. But right now, it looks like that was a double play, and one run would have scored for Soquel to cut the lead to 4-3. But we're not certain what's going on yet. Now, number 21, who came in, they might be sending him back. He's stepped out of the dugout, and he's looking around wondering what's going on here too. And the runner who scored has come back out of the dugout, and he goes back to third base. So we're not sure what's going on. So it looks like there's 2 outs, and the runner does not score.
The runner does not score?
Now batting, number 12, Keegan Vasconcelos.
I don't think the runner scored. It's been taken off the board because the runner that did score went back to third base. So what we have now is second and third and 2 out. And I'll be darned if I know what's going on here. Yeah, there's some kind of interference that happened in double play. But anyway, we have second and third, and Keegan Vasconcelos is up, and the score is still 4-2. So Modell has a reprieve here if he can get this man out and get out of this big jam. Here we go. First pitch is a curveball that breaks down low for ball 1. It's a good-looking pitch, but dropped down low. Vasconcelos laid off of it. So we have 1-0 count, second and third, 2 out. Still 4-2. Northwood. Here's a pitch outside, ball 2.
Go, 1-8! Be ready, defense!
Modell trying to work out of a jam here. 2-0 is the count. In the stretch. Pitch. Fastball, it's up for ball 3. Modell does not have the control that he needs. Right now, 3-0 is the count. Next pitch. Pitch is close, but taken for ball 4. And Vasconcelos sprints down to first.
Now batting, number 22, Ryan Murtha.
Coach Stewart comes out to visit. Coach Ryan talking to Modell, Coach Stewart talking to Modell. Bases loaded. 2 out in the top of the 5th. Northwood ahead 4-2. Trying to preserve their lead. Conference is over. Modell shakes his head, and Coach Stewart goes back to the dugout. And Ryan Murtha, the third place batter in this order, the pitcher, is now coming up for Soquel, left-handed hitter. Field is a deep. Burkle's playing way behind the runner at first. And here comes the first pitch. There's a curveball bounced out to second base. Littlejohn flips to first, and the inning is over, and Modell gets out of that jam with no runs scored.
You'll have to write
The
this.
score going to the bottom of the 5th remains Northwood 4, Soquel 2. Number 1, Trevor Littlejohn.
Trevor Littlejohn leading off at the bottom of the 5th for Northwood, who's still leading 4-2. And he swings and misses strike one. You don't often see a run taken off the board in baseball. But that's what happened here. Run had scored, something happened, some interference. Runners were sent back, and we had a double play, and the run was taken off the board. There's a pitch down low for ball, and the count is even at 1. Next pitch is down low, ball 2. So Ryan Murtha now still in there pitching into the 5th inning, and with a 4-2 deficit. Northwood hoping to add on now. And here's a pitch that's driven into right field for a base hit. Right field moves over, makes the play, and Littlejohn is on first with a nice line drive single into right field.
Now batting, number 18, pitcher Tyler Modell.
Let's go, Tyler!
Tyler Modell advancing to the plate for his first at-bat, and he squares the bunt and fouls it back. This is Tyler's first at-bat of the year. And bunt was fouled back for strike 1. Modell looking down at the sign from the coach. Coach Garcia flashing some signs. Modell gets it, steps back in the box. And the count is 0-1. And he squares again. And there's a beautiful bunt down to third base. It's going to get the job done. Modell's out at first. Beautiful sacrifice bunt. Gets the runner down to second base.
Now batting, number 10, Jack Jones.
So that was a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt by Tyler Modell. And now Northwood has a man on second base, Trevor Littlejohn, with Jack Jones coming to the plate. And there's a pitch outside, ball one. Jones almost went for it, but laid off, and pitch was outside for a ball. Really nice if Northwood could add on out to this 2-run lead. And pitch is another pitch outside, maybe about 3, 4, 5 inches outside, and it's 2-0. Next pitch, this one is way outside, and the count goes to 3-0 on Jack Jones. On deck, Scotty Fico. Scotty had sacrifice fly last at bat. And there's a pitch taken for a strike. So the count is now 3-1 to Jones with 1 out, and Trevor Littlejohn leading off second base. And here's the next pitch. It's driven into right center field. Nobody's going to get that. The ball is rolling. Center fielder cuts it off. Jones in easy with her stand-up double, and Littlejohn scores, making the score 5-2. Jack Jones comes through. Now batting, number 43, Scotty Fico. Jones threw that ball into right center with a stand-up double, and now the Soquel coach is out to visit with Ryan Murtha. This could be it for him. He's thrown a good number of pitches this game. Don't know what it is. And he's going to call for another pitcher. And the fans give Ryan Murtha a hand as he trots off the mound. No, actually,
that's a new pitcher, I think. So it's 21. They changed pitchers?
Yeah, 24 is up pitching now.
No. Before that.
Oh, no.
To start the inning, I thought 21. I mean,
No, 22 is
21 was in.
This guy hasn't pitched before, does he?
No,
the guy
21
before.
was playing first base.
Oh, okay.
So 22 looks like he's going to first base, and 24 is coming in from 21.
24. He was 23. He was 24. Now he's out.
Okay.
This guy has
The other night,
No.
he's getting the benefits of the point of calls that were way off.
Yeah.
Because we're waiting for the fastball that never comes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. This guy's throwing us. Tee off, but if anything, we will be out front.
Yeah, other than Jack and maybe Carl and Trevor, that
Nice game.
it's
turned into a very nice
single
day so
for everyone
far.
else on
Very
the team except those three.
What's that on the other side of that hill?
Jack's
Jack.
hit. Only him and maybe Carl and Trevor.
What about
similar to that. Yeah,
This is
or
triple.
flat.
No, I'm saying that the way he did that,
Yeah, their
only
home's
those
all
three
over.
would have gotten a double.
Yeah, their home's all over. Those are.
They're not fast enough to get over.
So now pitching for Soquel Knights, number 24, Angelo DiBernardo.
Thing wheels. Let's go,
Angelo DiBernardo coming into pitch. Scotty Fico at the bat. Ryan Murtha did a nice job. Held Northwood pretty much at bay.
Go 4-3.
Going into the 5th inning. First pitch is up for a ball. But now the ball is turned over to Angelo DiBernardo. First pitch is a ball. Northwood still looking to get some more with a runner on second base and 1 out. Fico up. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. 1-1 to Fico. 1 out. Man on second. Northwood up now 5-2. Next pitch to Fico. Swung on a missed. Strike 2.
Here we go, Scotty.
One and 2 to Fico. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is outside. Count is even at 2. On Scotty Fico, 9th place man in the Northwood lineup today.
I need an umbrella. It's getting hot. The machine is getting hot, is what I'm saying.
Next pitch is a curveball that stays up high for ball 3. And now the count is full to Fico, 3-2.
In the bottom, yeah.
Jones taking his lead off his second base. On deck, Eli Stewart. And here comes the next pitch, is fouled off. Fico staying alive. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. We hope you're enjoying this game today. And there's a pitch way outside, ball 4. Fico is on.
Now batting, number 2, Eli Stewart.
Eli Stewart steps to the plate with now runners at first and second and 1 out. Northwood up 5-2.
Sorry.
Looking to add to their lead. And first pitch is down, blocked nicely by the catcher.
I guess I'll watch right here.
1 ball is the count.
So that's how I can change it.
On deck, Darren Shorter. Runners take their lead. First baseman not holding on. And there's a pitch that's tapped.
Yeah, that's fair.
Down. Oh, called foul. It was tapped down the line. Looked like it might have gone over the bag, but the umpire has a better view than I do from here, and he called it foul. 1-1.
You see that? It's fair. It's fair from here.
Okay, 1-1 is the count. The ball was just foul, so the umpire says. Anyway, that's all that counts. This pitch over Eli's head, curveball for ball 2. Count is now 2-1 on Eli Stewart. And there's a line drive hit to center field, and it's over the center fielder's head. It goes right to the wall, straight away center. 1 man in for Northwood. Here comes Fico coming in, and Stewart stands up at third with a 2 RBI triple.
Now batting, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Eli Stewart hit that ball on the nose, and it went right over the center fielder's head in dead center field, rolled to the wall. Stewart easily came into third with a triple, scoring 2 runs, and now Northwood is up 7-2 in the bottom of the 5th, looking to add on some more with Darren Shorter coming to the plate. And there's a foul back for strike 1.
Here you go, Darren. Here you go, 6.
Northwood beginning to take control of this game. And there's a curveball that's way outside for a ball. Angelo DiBernardo pitching now for Soquel. Next pitch, 1-1, down low, blocked by the catcher. And the count to Schroeder is now 2-1. It's turned out to be a beautiful day here at Northwood Field. Next pitch to Schroeder is hit into shallow, popped up to shallow center field. Center fielder coming on, makes the play. Stewart fakes tagging, but does not go. The ball was not hit deep enough to try to score.
Now batting number 37, Julian Tristan.
Ball was not nearly deep enough for Stewart to attempt scoring on that. And now Julian Tristan steps to the plate with 2 out and Eli Stewart at third base. And here's first pitch taken for strike 1. Next pitch. And it hits Tristan in the shoulder, but the umpire is bringing him back. I guess the umpire said that Tristan leaned into it, stuck his shoulder in there. So the umpire brought him back. And it's just a ball, and it's 1-1. Next pitch is a fastball up high for ball 2. So Julian probably wants to hit anyway, rather than take first on a hit by pitch. 2-1. Next pitch is down low, fouled away. Pitch was down. Tristan went after it and fouled it back. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 5th, Northwood now up 7-2, looking to make it 8, with Eli Stewart standing on third base, taking his lead. And here's the pitch, fastball outside. To run the count full with
We go 3-7.
Ben Burkle on deck.
Third base is barely in there. Hasn't forgotten.
Full count, pitch, low and away, ball 4, and Tristan trots down to first base.
Now batting for Northwood, number 20, Ben Burkle.
Get through, bud.
Burkle up with first and third, looking to bring in another run or 2. And here comes the first pitch from DiBernardo, just outside, ball 1.
You're in now.
First and third, pitch to Burkle, inside corner, strike. 1-1 is the count. And pickoff, and Tristan is back. Okay, here comes the next pitch. It's a fastball. Burkle swings and fouls it down the right field line, out of play. To go down on the count, 1-2. Fastball outside.
That's it.
So tomorrow, another ball
Going out,
game,
bud.
same time, same place. Don't know who we're playing yet.
Same link.
Same link, so Sue Burkle says. And here's a pitch that's hit into right field, up in the air. Right fielder underneath the ball, makes the catch. The inning is over, but not before Northwood increases its lead to 7-2.
The score after 5, Northwood 7, SoCal 2.
Can't stop. Tank top. Shotgun.
Leading off the top of the sixth for the Soquel Knights, number 1, Wordmuller.
Nate Wordmuller, the fourth place hitter in the Soquel Knights lineup, coming up to face Tyler Modell, starting his second inning of work. Now with a 7-2 lead. First pitch, Modell, fastball on the outside part, strike one. So 0-1 count to Wordmuller. Cleanup hitter, left-handed hitter. Next pitch. Pitch to be a little up. 1-1. Modell gets the sign. Pitching out of a stretch the whole time. There's a pitch on the inside part. Strike two.
Just like that.
Wordmuller went to go for it. Laid off of it. And it was a call strike on the corner inside. So Modell had 1-2. Leadoff hitter in the top of the sixth. Nate Wordmuller. And here comes the pitch from Modell. Foul back. Count remains 1-2. Modell gets the sign. Again, working out of this stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's a curveball hit into left field, going towards the line. And Fico makes the catch for out number one.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 51, Kit Loritz.
Designated hitter Kit Loritz is now up facing Modell with one out in the top of the sixth. Here comes the first pitch of this at-bat. Fastball just outside for ball one. It's a cutter that Modell throws. He told me so because, as I said, I'm his father. And 1-0 the pitch. Next pitch, another pitch fouled off down the right field line for strike one. So 1-1 count to Loritz. One out, top of the sixth. Northwood leading 7-2. Here comes the pitch. Ball chopped up the middle. Little John makes the play, throws the first. Nice play in time. There's a chopper up the middle. Little John ranged right by the bag. Made the play through the first in time for the out number two.
Now batting, number 10, Nate Zeiss.
So 2 up and 2 down for SoCal. And now Nate Zeiss steps to the plate. That was a nice play by Little John. First pitch, outside part plate, strike one. That was that cutter that he throws. Cut to the outside, hit the corner, strike one. Here comes the next pitch from Modell. It's a breaking ball that stays up high. 1-1. Okay, Modell on the stretch. Next pitch, curveball. Misses outside for ball two. And the count is 2-1. Looks like there's a swarm of bees out here. There's a swarm of bees They're swarming around. And they're off the field now. It's nice of them. Nice of them to accommodate us, those bees. 2-1. Here comes a pitch from Modell. It's up for ball 3. Fastball. And it's 3-1 is the count. And one of those bees has landed on our table here.
Bees or not the bees? That is the question.
3-1 is the count. And the next pitch. And it's tapped up the middle. Stewart comes in, makes the play, flips to first. In time. And Soquel is out. 1, 2, 3. Going into the bottom of the 6th, score remains Northwood 7, Soquel 2.
Signature. I did that
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for Northwood, the catcher, number 46, Thomas Lee. Thomas Lee leading off the bottom of the 6th for Northwood, facing Angelo DiBernardo, who's going out there for his second inning. And Northwood leading 7-2. And the first pitch to Lee is swung on a miss, strike 1. And the bottom of the 6th is underway. Next pitch from DiBernardo, way up. Curveball that was way high. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch is another curveball that also is way, way high for ball 2. If Thomas to swing at that, he would have had to get up on a step stool. And here's a pitch that bounces away from the catcher for ball 3. 3-1 to count. Next pitch to Lee is a fastball that's fouled off the end of the bat. He was way ahead of that. And the count is full. Okay, DiBernardo in the windup, the pitch outside, ball 4. And Thomas Lee is on with a walk. Now batting, number 1, Trevor Littlejohn. Trevor Littlejohn advances to the plate, and Thomas Lee comes out. don't know who that is.
Playing first?
No.
Running, I mean, yeah. Ball.
Connor Belsby running at first.
Okay, first pitch ball.
Connor Belsby running at first for Thomas Lee, and the first pitch to Trevor Littlejohn is ball one. Next pitch, bounced out to the shortstop. He misplays it, and the ball gets by him. That ball ate him up. Left fielder comes up with it, and now Northwood has runners at first and second, and nobody out. That ball ate that shortstop up. Didn't touch it.
Now batting for Northwood, Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose.
It's Jalen
Davis.
Jalen Davis.
Jalen Rose. That's the basketball
That's
player.
a Michigan basketball player, isn't it?
No, he just plays with the Bulls.
Okay, we have a pinch hitter here. I just announced him as Jalen Rose, but it's really Jalen Davis.
That's awesome.
Jalen Davis up with first and second,
Go, Jalen.
and nobody out for Northwood. And first pitch, swung on a miss, strike one to Jalen Davis.
Here we go, 8.
You get RBI, here you go.
Jalen looking to knock some runs in here. Pitches outside,
That's it.
101. Jalen doesn't get in very much, so this is opportunity. Everybody rooting for him here to come through. Everybody hoping Jalen does something good here. And there's a pitch off the plate for ball two. Jalen Davis now ahead in the count, 2-1. Looks down for the signs from Coach Garcia, steps back in the box. Coach probably told him to get a hit with a sign. That's probably the sign that he gave him. And Jalen steps back in here, 2-1 is the count. And another pitch that gets by the catcher, rolls to the backstop. Ball three, but the runners advance to second and third.
Go, Jalen.
And now a hit for Jalen Davis can bring 2 runs in.
Here we go, 8.
And here's the next pitch. It's a fastball on the outside part of the plate, taken for ball, strike 2. The count is full on Jalen Davis. Count is full. DiBernardo pitching out of a windup. Here comes the pitch. It's a swung on a miss, strike 3, and Jalen Davis is out.
Now batting, number 44, Jason Pontius.
Jason Pontius batting now, with runners at second and third and 1 out. Here's a pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1.
Here we go, 4-4.
Northwood still looking to add on. Soquel playing the infield in, hoping to cut off this Northwood run. And here comes the pitch, curveball way up high, 1-1.
Is that really Ellsworth?
Okay, next pitch gets to the backstop, and here comes the runner in scoring. Littlejohn moving up to third, Belsby scoring, and now Northwood leads 8-2. Two and 1 is the count to Pontius. Now Littlejohn is on third, 1 out, 8-2. Bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, fastball, bounds out to shortstop. Shortstop makes a nice play. Little John holds at first. Ponte is thrown out at first. Nice play by the shortstop. And now there's 2 down.
Who's up?
Now batting, number 33, Justin Bunnell.
I don't have one for that.
I don't.
This is fun.
I have to use the Mayas because he didn't give me one.
Yeah, good to use somebody's, right?
Justin Bunnell steps to the plate. Coach
NoCal,
Stewart
Mo.
giving pitchers a chance to hit, which they normally do not in this non-conference game with a nice lead that Northwood has going into the 7th inning. So Justin Bunnell up now with 2 out and a man on 3rd. And the first pitch, fastball, strike 1. Next pitch, another fastball, swung on a miss, strike 2. This is what pitchers live for, getting the opportunity to hit, because it doesn't happen very much unless you're a hitter. Most pitchers are pitchers only, and they never get a chance to hit. And here's another curveball that's fouled back. So Bunnell at least made contact and fouled the ball back. As I said, a lot of the pitchers these days are what's called POs, pitchers only. They do not hit, and when they do get the opportunity like this, they cherish the moment.
Speaking from experience.
As a fastball, it gets away, and here comes Little John and scores standing up with run number 9. A pitch got by the catcher. And now Northwood extends its lead to 9-2. And there's another pitch that's ball. 2-2 is the count to Bunnell. Next pitch. Fastball tapped out to shortstop. Shortstop makes a play, pumps twice, throws out in time.
That's it.
The inning is over, but not before Northwood scores some more. Now it's 9-2 going into the top of the 7th.
The score after 6 full innings of play, Northwood 9, Soquel 2. Coming in to pitch the top of the 7th for Northwood, number 15, Nathan Eng. And leading off for Soquel, number 24, Angelo DiBernardo. Tyler Modell's day is through, pitching 2 scoreless innings, and coming on to pitch the 7th for Northwood is Nathan Eng. And he's facing Angelo DiBernardo, the pitcher for Soquel.
Is that ball?
First pitch, ball 1. Next pitch from Nathan at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, Nathan.
1-1 is the count. Northwood leading 9-2.
I still owe you those.
Going into the top of 7th. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, yesterday we were up 7-0 going into the 7th. And there's a ground ball hit to shortstop. Stewart up with it. Plays to first. Perfect throw in time. And there's 1 out. I'll be back with that story in a second. Now batting. Number 18. I don't have a number 18. But Max McCullough. Max McCullough stepping up. And the first pitch in for a strike. Nathan slings that ball in for a strike. Nathan throws from down below. Similar release point to Justin Bennell of Northwood. They both come from down below. So 1 strike. The next pitch, a curveball breaks away out of the zone for a ball. 1-1 is the count. So yesterday Northwood had a 7-0 lead going into the top of the 7th. And before you know it, this grand slam, and we wound up holding onto a 7-5 victory. There's a line drive to the right fielder that's caught, and now there's 2 out. Julian Tristan was right there. Now batting number 17, Kevin Ito. Soquel High School down to their last out in the form of Kevin Ito, the 9th place hitter in the order. Fastball, strike 1. Nathan Eng appears to be on today, throwing a lot of strikes. 2 up and 2 down. And there's a curveball that breaks in over the plate for strike 2. Nice pitch. Kevin Ito flinched on that pitch. It was on the inside part and it curved over for strike 2. So now they're down, Soquel down to the last strike of this game. And here is pitch blown away. Jason Pontius has come into the game to catch. Ryan Rodriguez is playing first base as I look around the diamond. So there's some changes. So 1-2 is the count to Kevin Ito. Next pitch, curveball. That's blooped into right field, but Tristan is there for out number 3. And the game is over. Northwood wins 9-2. Final score, Northwood 9, Soquel 2. So, final score here this morning, afternoon, Northwood 9, Soquel 2. Soquel scored 2 runs in the top of the first. Julian Tristan was not his usual self. He was wild. 2 runs came in and Northwood was down, but Northwood chipped away, came back to win this game 9-2. And tomorrow we have another game here that begins at 11. Again, we don't really know exactly where it is or who we're playing or what time it is, but we're making the assumption that it's going to be 11 o'clock and the assumption that it's going to be here, but that might not be right, and we don't know who we're playing.
We'll send an email.
But an email will be sent by Sue to let everybody know what's going on, and we hope if you can't join us at the field, that you join us online to hear tomorrow's chapter of the Northwood High School season. So for this is Randy Modell for Sue Burkle and Jeff Burkle in our press box, and Lindsey Jones who does the scoreboard, signing out. Hope you have a great day, and tomorrow